Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna is talking about the renunciation. There are many kinds of renunciation. Markata Vairagya, he told, monkey renunciation. It's a false renunciation stimulated by afflictions of the world. Somebody, wife has died, he feels disinterested in the world, he wants to leave and go away. This kind of renunciation. After sometimes, the situation suppressed down, and again that old drive comes, I will marry again. That it is temporary. That is Sri Ramakrishna, it is called Markata Vairagya. It is renunciation stimulated by inflictions of the world. That is, renunciation does not last long. Then there is real renunciation. A man with everything in the world, lacking nothing, feels all to be unreal. It is not possible to acquire renunciation all at once. The time factor has to be taken into account. It is also true that man should hear about it. When the right time comes, he will say to himself, "Oh yes, I heard about it, this." You must also remember another thing. By constantly hearing about renunciation, one desire for worldly objects gradually wears away. Last class we saw, why should we renounce? Because it's going to insist I am body. All that doesn't insist that you are body, like loving someone, universal love, sacrifice for others. All this is not a part of your enjoyment. But you enjoy serving them because in their happiness you find happiness. You may be suffering, but when giving, you feel so much elated. And nature immediately participates in your life. This practically you can see in your own life. When you have 2 rotis, somebody comes and asks, I am hungry. If you give one to him, you feel so happy. You feel as if you have eaten full food. Suppose when you are having one, another person comes and asks, please give me food. You give away that also. You don't feel you are deprived of food. You feel you are filled because your heart gets the same satisfaction and more by giving than eating, unless there is selfishness in you. Even a little selfishness and most powerful identity with the body, he conceals it. He doesn't want to give. What will I do? Giving away, he thinks. I was going in Itarsi, in the railway station, and we were fasting for 3 days without food. And last penny, we are taken away not to touch money. And some food came into our hand. There were 3-4 plantains and a piece of bread. And after 2 full days of fasting, we were only with water. And mentally we were sitting and offering in the railway station. And An old lady came with tears and said, I am begging to all these people. Nobody has given anything to me from morning. I have not taken food for 2 days. I am not able to walk anymore. Then another brahmachari who had this food in his hand just gave away the whole thing to her. I was shocked. We have not taken food for last 2 days. At last we have got something in our hand. And if it was in my hand, I would have given half of that or something, some part of it. He gave away everything. And then I looked at him and gave the water in my hand. Let us drink this now. But a thought came in my mind. When such a brahmachari is there, when he himself is fasting and worried about the fasting of others, he said, we have not taken food only 2 days. She has not taken for 3 days, she says. So I gave away. And I was pleased and thought, oh, we will never fall short of food anymore. This is the way the divine test goes on. Whether you are able to give or not, how much people struggle. If you touch their article, how they shout at you. Whereas there are liberal, vast-hearted who don't see whether they possess anything or not. Sometimes they beg from others and serve others. Whereas we have articles which are not using at all, which we are using once in a way. Even that we don't want to give or part with it for others' help or welfare. How much of that? Mine. Nobody should touch it, use it. Or nobody has a right over this. Small things like book and pencil. All these things counts. Each time, remember, God is testing you. Nature is testing you. Then you will understand, where am I making mistake? Why am I holding this? I have to leave everything and go tomorrow. Why am I holding? Let the rope go. You'll get, the more you give, the more you get. More you hold, nothing you'll get. It is going on exhausting. It is going to be spoiled. Whatever you keep and go will go away. Whatever you give. One merchant was there. He was going for a pilgrimage. He said, Maharaj, will you come with me? I want to take you. I said, I can come. But are you able to meet all the expenses yourself? He said, I have earned whole life sufficient things in my life. Now, my children have taken up all my business and looking after nicely. I have freed myself to spend in pilgrimages, in service of people. What all I have earned, whatever I have to give to my children, I have given. Now, last remainings before I die, I want to give away to this world. What a vast heart. The day I die, I should not have any possession anymore. I want to give away everything, what I have given. What I have to give my children, I have given. The rest, what I possess, is for this world, who are needy, and my evolution going from one pilgrimage center to other. I'll be happy to take you. See, look at the vastness of heart. It is this heart God tests. Giving wealth and support, health, wealth, He gives and sees. how are you going to use? For your selfish ends, or you are using for others also? Here, every step of our life is a test. Where are you? What are you? And everything, every fall that you get is a training how you have to walk in life. Each fall gives you a beautiful experience how not to fall again. So this is the thing. So renunciation is not possible to acquire all at once. The time factor comes into picture. But it is also true that man should hear about it when the time comes, it says to himself. Now, you must also remember that one thing, by constantly hearing about renunciation, desire for worldly objects drop away. These drop away by themselves. I don't want. Like a mother having a child, anything she sees, she doesn't want. My child I could have given. She sees a sweetmeat, especially the beggar people, with child in the arm. They'll be going. They'll see people eating here, there, in hotels, sitting in the railway station, here, there. They open their food packets and start eating. A small piece if they give, I can feed my child. She'll be thinking. It is not greed, it's a sacrifice. I don't want, but I can give to my child. Same feeling a saint feels. Whatever God gives me, I will help these people. Whatever I get, I will give to these people. They are just like their children born to themselves. The whole world, they look. And they want to give. The seed of renunciation is in destroying the selfishness and ego. Ego means not the good ego, bad ego, wants to possess and enjoy. So, constantly hearing worldly objects gradually wear away from mind. One should take rice water. The next, an aspirant entitled to knowledge of God is very rare. He is entitled to get it. Such people are very rare. It is said in the Gita that 1,000, that one in 1,000 desires to know God. And again, that among thousands who have such desire, only one is able to know Him. Thousands of people. How many crores are there on this earth? In India itself, it has crossed 130 crores. Whole world you see. How many are seeking God? Everyone is running behind this world. Perishable things they gather, like picking up pebbles on the seashore and leaving everything and going away. Children, how they run to pick up, and when they go, they throw everything on the bank and go. All perishable items, which doesn't have value. We try to gather and leave and go. And it doesn't release. They are never happy. Whatever is given to them, however things they get, they are not happy. You can see the whole world. They sacrifice happiness and get into trouble seeking the world, materialistic world. Same thing. Sukha Dukha is going to come. Doesn't matter. I have to evolve. I have to expand. I have to be free. I want freedom. I want unending bliss. Momentary pleasures which bind us and give suffering, what is the use? Few people feel, I want unchanging reality. I want unending joy. I don't want momentary enjoyments. Thousands, again among thousands who strive, only one or two will know him. Master. A devotee quoted the text from Bhagavad Gita. Manushanam sahasreshu kaschid yateti siddhaye yadatanam api siddhanam kaschin mam vetti tattvataha. Among thousands of people, a few strive, thousands of people, a few strive to reach, and among thousands of these striving people, one will understand me, realize me. Master, yes, your statement to the world, your attachment to the world diminishes. Your spiritual knowledge will increase. As the darkness comes down, the brightness of the light increases. Like dawn. As the darkness is retreating, the sunlight is, dawn is becoming the emergence of sun. Attachment to the world means attachment to woman and gold, all kinds of enjoyments and possessions. It is not given to everybody to feel prema, ecstatic love of God. Chaitanya experienced it. An ordinary man can at most experience bhava, feeling, an intense feeling. Only the Ishvara Kotis, such as divine incarnations, experience prema. When prema is awakened, the devotee not only feels that the world to be unreal, but forgets even the body which everyone loves intensely. Always remember with these things, you will not be deprived of anything, nor your dependents will be deprived of anything. Ecstatic love of God comes, means He will run away, He will not take care of us, nothing. He is in His own enjoyment. It is going to make Him enter into the life eternal. And every care is taken of the remaining, His responsibility is taken over by God and nature. They immediately participate. Suppose he has debts to pay, God will pay it off. Some means, he doesn't need any means to fulfill whatever he has got. A grown-up girl is there, not married. God will see that she gets married smoothly, safely, as if magic is happening in his life. Similarly, he will not run away from anybody. He will be an example, being at home, not only for the family, but for the people around. It is like a small firefly was there in home, shining itself and not giving light to anything. It became a lamp which could illumine the whole room. But when the lamp is taken out, you cannot see anything under the tree which is nearby. So when it becomes moonlight, full moon day, moonlight, it illumines everything. Suppose it becomes sun. How bright sun. Like that we grow from small firefly light that we emit to the now as your family, one of the family members moves in the spiritual path and evolves, all of you will get light and freedom, love, sacrifice, universal love. You will be ever happy. They say the whole kula, the clan belonging to that person get illuminated. So they don't throw away their responsibilities and go. They are very sincere people. Anyone else in the world may at the moment they feel the pain of people, they run away or hide and live. But this is not there. They sacrifice more. Only their selfishness, I am doing, God is getting done. It's God's work. An ordinary man can at most have experienced bhava. Bhava is intense feeling in which man forgets where is he, what is he doing. All this he forgets. Only Ishvara Kotis experience prema, ecstatic love of God. When prema is awakened, the devotee not only feels the world to be unreal. In bhava, they don't feel the world is unreal. They are unaware of it in bhava. Whole attention is fixed and riveted to God. And then they don't feel the presence of God. But here, when divine is awakened, it is like getting up from dream. From dream of getting up, oh, it was all unreal. Like that, oh, it was all, the world I was seeing was not there. I was seeing a world which was not there. It was all God. It was all divine in the form of table and benches. The world to be unreal, but forgets even the body which everyone loves so intensely. In a Persian book, it is said that inside the skin is flesh, inside the flesh bone, inside the bone marrow, and so on. But prema is innermost of all. Look at where from these things Sri Ramakrishna has picked up. He's an illiterate, in the sense we use the term literate. But he is quoting from Persian book, it seems. How they register. Somebody is talking, somebody telling, it is there, it's stated. Whenever Sri Ramakrishna tells something, oh yes, it is there in that book. I recently read, he will quote, such and such book I read, exactly what you are telling me is there. In Upanishads, this is what we find. In this one, this is Gita, it is there. They go on quoting. One becomes soft and tender through prema. And one thing we must remember is, we will not be lacking any knowledge. When I tell something to someone, he tells in return the same thing, how in different words it has been given in different places. When I was in Chennai, Revered Tapasyananji Maharaj was there. He's a scholarly person and a soul who has dedicated his life intensely for the welfare of this world, building up huge educational institutions, building up hospitals, and huge literary work he has done. And he was there. He knew almost all aspects of Hinduism and religion, different religions, its essence in everything. So in the night classes, he used to, after reading one of the Swamiji's line, he would ask, what do you understand by this? He will ask everyone. A quotation of Swamiji, how do you understand? Each person's view is different. In there, we belong to a different type of intellectual. Those who are intellectually and spiritually oriented, they don't observe what people will think or what does he say. What is my understanding? Feeling. Like children, we express our feelings and what we understand. So there is no barrier. What does he say? How does he understand? We don't see. What am I present? Each one presents. Then we'll be enjoying. Oh, this is another way of understanding, another way of understanding. Then he will quote from many ways. How does a modern person, how ancient people would look at it? How an elderly person in the world who is ready to part from this world, what experience will he have? How a new schoolboy takes this. So many ways he will explain. We will be stunned. We will just gaze at it, gaze at him, and how it opens up, how beautiful it is. When Sri Ramakrishna says something, the various ways, words, oh, this is there in this form, it is there in that form. One becomes soft and tender through prema. On account of prema, Krishna became Tribhangi, literally bent in three places. The unusual standing figure of Krishna is bent in three places, namely neck, waist, and knees, balancing each other. Neck, waist, and knees. They are standing like this. So, this is called Tribhangi. How the love makes a man that enter into different bhavas and different postures. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.